So what, I mean, tell me a little bit about your own personal healing journey and like, I guess the evolution of you getting into this work, or if that was connected at all.
Absolutely, and I would have to say every healer that I've ever met has had some sort of a personal history. I think that's
I agree. That's what happened to me. I mean, that's how I started blogging and all that stuff.
Right.
You know, yeah,
right.
Totally.
So I grew up very constipated, but I didn't know it. And I grew up with a lot of candida, which is an overgrowth of yeast.
Gosh.
But I was not eating properly at all. I was fairly overweight growing up. I ate a lot of junk food, and so it wasn't until I actually started getting some colonics, and I'll kind of share that story with you, that I realized I had constipation. So at that time I was working in corporate America as an administrative assistant, and I really wasn't enjoying the work. And so I called up this place and I asked if I could get a massage, and they said, oh, we don't do massages, we do colon hydrotherapy. And I'm like, really, what's that? And they told me, I said, all right, I'll go do that. So I went in and I cleaned my colon, and I thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Right. So did I.
Turns out-
remember first when I was like skipping.
You were after? Yeah. It's really amazing. It shocked me how much it resonated with me. And from that moment, I realized, okay, I was eating all the wrong things. So I went to Whole Foods, which is actually Mrs. Gooch's at the time, way back when. And yeah, I'm kind of dating myself.
Yes, you are.
I spent $75, and I got all different foods, and I changed my diet. And probably in a couple of months, I had lost about 10 pounds. And I went back a few times to this colon therapist, and they said, you know, we think you'd make a really great therapist. We'd like to train you. So I just made the shift, and it has been amazing. I think what resonated with me with the colon hydrotherapy that I didn't know then is that I had a lot of control issues. I was a person who really led with what it is that I want, and I wanted things to be a certain way. And I never, I was never really comfortable with things not going my way.
Right.
But also, you know, I wasn't very happy. So there's no coincidence there.
Right.
And I think that higher part of me knew, yeah, you really need to do this. You need to learn how to let go. So I learned how to let go of eating unhealthy foods, and I learned how to let go of the control. And it really shifted, and my entire life changed as a result of it.
Wow.
After getting colonics, I realized that growing up I strained to have bowel movements a lot, and it really wasn't very easy. For me, I had gastroenteritis. I had to go to the hospital a few times because I would double over with pain because I was eating foods that my body couldn't metabolize. And I think because there was a lot of challenging emotional issues in my family of origin that was causing me to lock up. There was a lot of fear and whatnot. So that is also, I think, why I'm the type of therapist I am today, because of those experiences. It's really helped me to be very empathetic to the person who's on my table, understanding that they walk their own journey, and you know, I need to always respect and honor that. I don't know when people come what pain they're bringing with them. So, you know, I really want to be able to offer them a place where they know that they're safe, because maybe they can relate to the fact that I did grow up not only in physical pain and emotional pain as well. Mm-hmm. And even though back then I think I wasn't really aware, because I think I was not happy growing up, today as an adult, and especially doing what I do, I'm so grateful that I had the experiences that I did, and I wouldn't change anything.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. So really, it's kind of like your own experience. Now you're healing other people after you sort of healed yourself. Right?
Well, again, I don't think the healing comes from me.
Right.
I think it's really just I hold a space of love, and they know that because I've had my own challenges, that they're safe to be able to let go. And but I am very clear about that. It really comes from within them.
And why and when did you start integrating crystals?
Oh gosh, it's really been since I've come here. when I've created my own space here. Crystals are amazing energy.
I love crystals so much. Yeah.
Yeah, and they really want to help us, and they really do help us. And so I have them there, and I always ask them, you know, who wants to come and be with this person, and where do they want to go. And sometimes they move in the session. Sometimes I place them directly on their body, sometimes on their body and by the tube where they're releasing. And more than once, it's amazing. As soon as I put the crystal down, their body just lets go. But I've worked with crystals for many, many years just personally. And when I came to this space, I was told from Spirit that I really needed to incorporate that. And there were several that wanted to come. So, yeah.
All right, I think that might be all we have time for today, but you guys should really consider a colonic. I will put a link below. You'll see the link below to check out Iyasu. What's your website?
It's IyasuColonics.com. That's IyasuColonics.com.
All right, everybody. Bye. Clean your colon.
Thank you. Bye.